The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.
Coming up.
We don't quit. No one makes that last out. We talked it over. We knew we weren't there was no way we were losing that game.
It's the final week of the baseball season, with sectional champs taking a big step toward next week's state championships. We head inside for volleyball, and Old Bridge continuing its legacy as one of the state's dynasties. The final Tournament of Champions girls game saw familiar faces in lacrosse, and a freshman who shocked the state on the way to an historic title. We'll tell you about 3 NJ Hoop stars who are playing for Team USA. On the ice, Morristown Baird's Andrew Lowe shoots high in raising money for pediatric cancer. We're covering all the bases of New Jersey high school sports. Jersey Sports Zone starts now.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Krampanis. It is that time of year. We are seeing exciting championship action in every part of the state. We're going to get started this week with baseball sectional finals. And boy, did we have some incredible finishes. Our coverage gets started with Jay Cook.
Thanks, Rich. The sun is shining, the weather is beautiful, and sectional championship trophies are being handed out. It's one of the biggest weekends of the high school baseball season, and we've got you covered all across North Jersey. I'll get us started here in Essex County as Milburn and Cranford reignite a heated rivalry. Take a look at this crowd at 1 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. The Millers and Cougars meet in a rematch of last year's wild North 2 Group 3 sectional final. It was all Milburn early, bottom 1. 2 runners on for Copeland Culp. He cranks a 3-run homer. Culp had 4 ribbies on the day. Milburn leads 5-1 going into the 6th inning. But Cranford rallies. Will Gallagher slaps a 2-run single right up the middle. The tying run comes across the dish. It's now 5-5 going to the 7th inning. The Cougars would plate 9 runs over the final 2 frames. Dennis McCaffrey with 2 ribeyes here. Cranford is now in control with a 10-5 lead, and they would hang on to win the sectional title. 10-8 is the final. These Cougars are as confident as they come.
I hope they don't use one game as a motivation. I hope that they're motivated every day. Every day is a new day here, and we don't treat any game any different than anything else. And, our kids, they work hard if they're playing football, if they're doing a winter sport, whatever it is, and it just carried over to the spring.
Now, let's move up to Ramsey, where Don Bosco and Seton Hall Prep meet for the non-public A-North title. We're knotted up at 2-all heading to the 5th inning. Caden Dana was recently named the New Jersey Gatorade Player of the Year. He gets the strikeout and escapes a bases-loaded jam. Bottom 5, the go-ahead run gets to second base. Eric Becker steps up. He comes through with the single, and it drives in Pablo Santos. An error later in the inning makes it a 4-2 lead for the Ironman. Caden Dana was in control of the game with his electric right arm. He struck out 11 batters over 6 innings. That was good for a season high. And there would be no comeback attempt here as Dana floats over to make the final out. 4-2 is the final. Don Bosco wins their first title since 2015, and they will advance to play St. Augustine in the non-public A championship next week.
This game was everything, from the start to finish, everything. Honestly, didn't have the start that we hoped for, but we finished like we wanted to, and finished like we had to.
Now to Rich Krampanis for a thriller on the shore.
Thanks, Jay. It's an all-shore conference showdown for the Central Jersey Group 2 Championship. RUMSON-FAIR hosts Wall. Top 5. Man on for Nick Lavarco. He hits a high fly ball to right. It carries, and it's gone! A 2-run homer for Nick Lavarco. Wall takes a 2-1 lead. Trailing 3-1 in the 7th, RFH was down to its final strike of the season. Number 9 hitter Aaron Deltin shows how important it is to battle to the very end. A remarkable 13-pitch at bat featuring 7 fouls with 2 strikes. Deltin finally works a walk. So now it's first and second with 2 outs, and the winning run is at the plate. Reese Maroney had 2 strikes on him. He battles, and this one's in the gap. 1 run is in. Deltin rounds third, but he gets the red light. So it's an RBI double for Maroney. We've got a 3-2 game, and the winning run is at second base. Like the previous 2 batters, Charlie TALLMAN was down to the final strike in RFH's season, and TALLMAN delivers! That's a base hit to center. The tying run is in, and here comes Maroney. He slides in safe, and it's an amazing comeback win for RUMSON-FAIR. 4-3 is your final. The Bulldogs score 3 runs with 2 outs in the 7th to win their first section title in 18 years.
I brought all the boys up in front of the dugout, and I said, we don't quit. No one makes that last out. We talked it over. We knew we weren't there. There was no way we were losing that game. No way.
From championship baseball, we shift gears to volleyball, where Neri Rodriguez has the Tournament of Champions final.
Thanks, Rich. South Brunswick High School rocking as we're on site for the final boys volleyball Tournament of Champions final. And it's only fitting that Old Bridge and Southern, 2 teams no stranger to the big game, headline the event.
3-time reigning champs Old Bridge taking on undefeated Southern. Rams a perfect 33-0, trying to avenge back-to-back losses to OB in the last 2 TOC championships. And Southern getting after it early. Drew McNellis and Lucas Keene get the Ram faithful fired up as they have a 2-point lead midway through the opening set. They take the first 25-20. Things still in favor of Southern in the second. Finn Olcott with one of the best digs you'll see all year has the Rams in front 13-8. But Old Bridge says we're built for this. Rocco Massimo with 2 huge plays helps the Knights eventually tie it up, and they take a brief lead. Set point, David Flores leaves it for junior Blake Kraft. And Old Bridge takes the second 25-23. Third and final set, all Old Bridge. Blake Kraft going top serve lands not one but back-to-back aces to put the Knights in front 7-5. And they began to pull away after that. Pavlo Sherenshov making it a 6-point lead. He ended this one with 15 kills. Blake Kraft says, I'll have the same thing, and just like that, it's match point. Kraft with one last dig sets up Pavlo Sherenshov, and that's going to do it. Old Bridge in a thrilling 2-1 comeback makes history as the first program to win 4 consecutive boys volleyball Tournament of Champions titles. They also hand Southern their first and only loss of the season. We caught up with Knights head coach Andrew Hopman afterwards.
I mean, not my name, Old Bridge. That's what I'm so excited about. I'm so proud to be a part of this community. They're always supportive of us, making sure that we have everything that we need. And it's Old Bridge's name that's in history, and that really excites me because I'm just proud to be a part of this community.
For Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Neri Rodriguez.
Time to take a break. When we come back, we've got the last 2 Girls Tournament of Champions finals. Oak Knoll goes for a 3rd straight girls lacrosse crown. We've got the Royals and Summit going toe-to-toe. Plus,
I'm Mike Frankel in Toms River at the Softball Tournament of Champions. Hey, coming up later in the show, another batch of tremendous plays from all over the Garden State. From the softball field, the baseball diamond, and even the lacrosse fields. That's coming up later in the show. Stick with us. Jersey Sports Zone. We'll be right back.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
You know, Rutgers truly embodies the community because it represents a lot of those voices within the community, and I think that that's important.
RBS had so many different mentorship programs and really cool diversity initiatives, you know, from women in business to different organizations that really help students grow and to really focus on what's important to you.
Being an immigrant, it's definitely helpful being at Rutgers and seeing other students who look like me.
It's really nice to be in a situation in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high-stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney. This week we spotlight a few stars of the recent past who will be representing the United States as part of the USA Basketball Junior National Teams. Hannah Hidalgo of Paul VI will be a part of the women's U17 squad heading to Hungary for the FIBA U17 World Cup. Justine PISSOTT of Red Bank Catholic will head to Argentina as part of the women's U18 team before suiting up for the Tennessee Volunteers. Mark Armstrong of St. Peter's Prep is currently in Mexico as a member of the men's U18 squad before joining the Villanova Wildcats. We wish the best of luck as they represent the Stars and Stripes this summer.
Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Jay Cook here in Watchung, where we have finally reached the end of the road of the 2022 girls lacrosse season. And honestly, we couldn't have drawn it up any better. Summit and Oak Knoll are heated rivals, and these two programs have split wins against each other this season. This is one heck of a way to end the Tournament of Champions era in New Jersey lacrosse. Oak Knoll jumped on Summit to open the game. Sophie Lambrianicos had a pair of first-half goals. Then Tegan Kose finds Sophia Lowshirt. The Royals rumble out to a 3-1 lead. But Summit settles down, and they will rally. Anya Wardle with the sidearm shot. She hits it. Then Wardle finds Maggie DeFabio. Look at the pinpoint accuracy. The Hilltoppers go to the half with a 4-3 advantage. And Summit controls the second half. Jane Freeman scored a hat trick in the title game. All she does is score big-time goals. And so does Lily Spinner. She had 3 of her own against the Royals. Spinner, Freeman, and Wardle have the student section on their feet as Summit wins the Tournament of Champions. 10-4 is the final. The Hilltoppers proved why they are #1 in New Jersey.
We gave everything. We gave our blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, the sideline gave everything in their celebrations and hyping us up. The fans were cheering so loud for us. And on the field, we just were giving it everything we possibly had because this means the most to any of us.
On Friday night at Seton Hall University, the final Tournament of Champions softball title game saw Haddon Heights battle Watchung Hills. Haddon Heights shocked the state by ending Donovan Catholic's 48-game win streak in the semifinals. There's a new superstar in New Jersey softball, and her name is Sophia Bordi. The freshman has been lights out from the circle and the plate. Bordi had 8 strikeouts through 4 innings. Gracie Granate comes through with an RBI single, and that's all the offense needed. Haddon Heights would add on 1 more run. Sophia Bordi throws a 3-hit shutout, striking out 13. She finishes the year with a 0.56 ERA and 307 punch-outs. 2-0 is your final. Haddon Heights becomes the first South Jersey team to win the TFC, which no longer will be played. But we will get to see a whole lot more of Sophia Bordi over the next 3 years.
It means a lot, especially since it's the last one, so we'll be the last Tournament of Champions winners.
And lastly, is there anything you want your ladies to know about this season?
I'm so proud of them, and they've been working so hard to get to this point, and it's amazing that I get to win this championship with them.
Time to step away. When we come back, we head to the ice, where we tell you the story of a Morristown Bayard hockey captain who's leading the fight against pediatric cancer in New Jersey. You're watching Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Max always dreamed of having nice things, but first he needed to find the path to financial success, starting with the right banking partner, one that has a trusted history with customers and the community, the latest technology, but still knows him by name. Then Max found Ocean First Bank. They're making his dreams come to life.
Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
It's time for JSZ's Recruiting Roundup, presented by Ocean First Bank.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here for the Recruiting Roundup. In a switch of pace, we're actually on site as one of the state's top girls basketball talents in the class of 2023 made her college decision. Let's get to know Zoe Brooks.
For the last 3 years, Zoe Brooks has proven time and time again she's a force to be reckoned with. Having surpassed 1,000 points as a junior, Zoe also helped bring one last Tournament of Champions title to powerhouse St. John Vianney in her first year with the team. With offers to spare, Brooks chose three-time reigning ACC champs North Carolina State as her home after high school and gave us insight on her decision.
What made me choose NC State is when I went to visit, it was just beautiful. I love the practices and the intensity. I feel like they really push their players. I love Coach West. They win. I like winning. And I just feel like a family.
This Recruiting Roundup is brought to you by Ocean First Bank. Ready to bank whenever and wherever? We've got you covered.
Andrew Lowe scored 108 points in his 4-year career at Morristown Bayard. Those are some impressive stats, but Lowe was always focused on a much bigger number than his goals and assists.
Made a goal for myself to raise $100,000 my 4 years of high school for to fight against pediatric cancer.
Back in 2016, Lowe lost his grandparents and dog to cancer. It inspired him to give back, and his vision is a Connor McDavid level in philanthropy. Andrew formed Kids Ice Cancer with an annual All-Star Hockey game, the centerpiece of his fundraising efforts. The Valerie Fund helps children and their families battle cancer throughout New Jersey. They're the beneficiary of Lowe's tireless work.
He's so kind, so thoughtful, driven, very, very driven, very, very organized, unbelievable communicator for his age. And I've been at the Valley Fund 17 years. He's the only kid I've met like this.
Since 2019, the $256,000 that we've raised I'm only just a small fraction of that. So, I mean, yeah, I do a little here and there, just keeping everyone intact, but it's a team effort.
Lowe has done it all. He built the website, got NHL-level jerseys for the All-Star game, and made plenty of phone calls and emails. But he didn't do it alone. The players on the ice do the fundraising with him, and the collective effort has resulted in over $250,000 raised in the past 4 years.
My brothers are here. I have two brothers here, younger ones. He's a freshman coming up. He's in 8th grade right now. So hopefully this tradition keeps going on and Andrew gets all these boys back out here and we keep raising money for these young kids battling their lives. So it's a great cause.
On the ice, the game featured Division I talent and players bound for junior hockey. JSZ's Girls Hockey Player of the Year, Leah Stecker, who's bound for Penn State, is a big supporter of Lowe's charity, along with the rest of the Morristown Baird community.
Well, Andrew's like my best friend, so I've known about this whole organization and what he's been doing for a really long time. So he was like, "You want to play?" And I was like, "Of course, why wouldn't I want to play?" And I love hockey, so it was like a perfect mix.
With his high school career over, Lowe is set to play junior hockey in Saskatchewan, looking to take the next step towards playing college hockey. But Kids Ice Cancer isn't just a high school project. Lowe is already thinking about the next step.
My plan is to continue this every year. My goal for myself is to actually kind of make it a platform for kids all across the country, whether not just with hockey, whether it's someone out in Indiana who wants to do it with baseball, or just kind of be a platform for everyone else around the country.
The C on a hockey jersey is revered. It's for the player who can lead his team on and off the ice. Captains are a special breed, and Andrew Lowe fits the bill and then some.
We're all here to support him. He was our captain this year, the most hard out of any player that's come through Mo-Bear hockey in like decades. And we're all here to support him because he was a great captain for us, and we see how much he cares about the team, and we see how much he cares about this charity.
Lowe aimed high, and the result is making a profound impact on cancer patients throughout the state. And playing with his friends at Cody Arena one more time, that was icing on the cake.
It's unbelievable that he was able to put this all together and raise the amount of money he did, but really, I'm not surprised because that's just the person he is at the end of the day.
You know, for the past 12 weeks, it's been an absolute grind to try and hit our $60,000 goal. So to see it come out, see it fruition, you know, raising the money, hitting our goal, and then just being out here with all my great friends, all my buddies, it's absolutely incredible.
In West Orange, I'm Rich Krampanis for JerseySportsZone.com. Time for one more break. When we come back, we've got the best plays captured by JSZ cameras. The top 10 plays of the week are right around the corner.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
The Boys and Girls Club of Newark is a hub for young people in an environment where they can sometimes feel unsafe. And it's a place where people care about them, where they have a lot of opportunities that they would not otherwise have.
Thanks a lot.
I hope the club will always be here.
The New Jersey high school sports year is quickly drawing to a close. Another few weeks of top plays, including this week. We've gathered the best from all over the Garden State once again. So here they are, the Jersey Sports Zone plays of the week. Number 10. No score in the top of the second. Leo Bluestein lifts a fly ball into left. Evan MANGIFESTA on the run. He dives and makes the catch. What a play from MANGIFESTA to rob Bluestein of a hit. He lays out in left. Number 9.
Holy Spirit looking for more in the fourth. A fly ball to center. CHROPUVKA makes the catch, and the runner tags from third. Charlie CHROPUVKA's throw is on target. The one-hopper is on the money. An 8-2 double play to end the inning. CHROPUVKA goes 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs and makes a big-time play in center.
Number 8.
Closing seconds of the first half. North has time for one play. Valentina Finetti has plenty of arm strength, and this pass is majestic. Ronnie Brucato catches it in stride. 40-yard scoring play with 1 second left on the clock. Take another look and cue up the NFL Films music on this ball. If anyone asks if girls can play football, show them this clip. Middletown North cuts the deficit. It's 19-13 at the half.
Number 7.
Elizabeth BOZZA hits the turf hard, but the recovery is amazing. BOZZA gets to her feet and splits the defense for an awesome goal. The senior, heading to Lehigh, makes an incredible recovery.
Number 6.
Finn Olcott with one of the best digs you'll see all year gets a point for the Rams. They eventually go in front 13-8.
Number 5.
So here we go, under 30 seconds to play, and the Cougars have possession looking to tie. It gets to KAYLEIGH COUGHLIN, and her shot is lethal. Oh, we've got a tie game. COUGHLIN shot that with conviction. KAYLEIGH COUGHLIN beats 2 defenders and hit the 5-hole for Chatham's biggest goal of the game.
Number 4.
BORDI for the chip. She gets it. 2-0 your final. For the first time, Haddon Heights, you win the Tournament of Champions. The Garnets become the first South Jersey team to take home a TOC crown, and it comes in the tournament's final championship game.
Number 3.
Like the previous 2 batters, Charlie TALLMAN was down to the final strike in RFH's season, and TALLMAN delivers! That's a base hit to center. The tying run is in, and here comes Maroney. He slides in safe, and it's an amazing comeback win for RUMSON-FAIR. The Bulldogs are the Central Jersey Group 2 champs.
Number 2.
One batter later, Creek is down to its final out with the bases loaded. The pitch gets away from Bodine. The runner breaks for home. Mason Dobbs lays down the tag, and the runner is out at the plate to end the ball game. Haddon Heights wins the South Jersey Group 2 title in one of the crazier finishes you will ever see.
And the number 1 play of the week.
With time winding down, Summit works it deep into Chatham territory. They get it to Jane Freeman, and their top scorer will not be denied. There's the golden goal and the game winner. Freeman hits the shot with only 12 seconds left. A truly remarkable ending. But hold on, the refs hit the pause button on the celebration because we're getting a stick check. After a few tense moments, we get the result. Summit officially wins the game. 7-6 is the final in an instant classic.
Coming up next week, the final boys lacrosse game of the year, the Tournament of Champions final, plus we'll crown baseball state champions. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next week at 11:30 on WLNY TV for another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.